Oops. What's going on, man? Charlie in the box. Check it out. Look at what I got in my box this week is gonna be a little bit of advice from a few of my friends. Let's get this video started. First, I met this guy named John Adams. Liberty cannot be preserved without the general knowledge amongst the people. But see, today there's the media doing their job to expose tyranny within government, and is our schools teaching our kids to recognize socialism and communism behind collectivism. The American people understand about constitutional law, or is it case law in our colleges? Do the people understand how our democracy is always wilter and falter away, but under a constitutional republic with checks and balances, hey, we can make things better. Bring God back into the picture. No, the people live a life of entertainment and distraction, and their conversations, their mouthpiece, are talking about something totally different. The general knowledge amongst the people just ain't there. And then I met Patrick Henry, and he told me a few things. The liberties of the people never were or never will be secure when the transactions of the government will be concealed from them. See, today, everything that they pass are unconstitutional, and they tell the people that they need to have their government officials sign it, and then you can read it. They tell you need to sacrifice a little bit of more liberties for a little bit of security. And you think you're gonna have any at the end of it? Guard with jealous attention the public liberty. Suspect anybody who approaches it. Unfortunately, nothing will preserve it but downright force. And when you give up that force, you will be inevitably ruined. What this means is that our country's in a bunch of trouble, and we need some patriots to defend it. The third guy, Benjamin Franklin. Freedom is not a gift bestowed on us by other men, but a right that belongs to us by the laws of God and of nature. Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. So man will ultimately be governed by God or by tyrants. That's your choice, America. And last but not least, it's my homie Thomas Payne. He once said, a long habit of not thinking a thing wrong gives it a superficial appearance of being right. You have perpetually been entertained and distracted in America. You have been deceived by your media and by your government. And you all know deep down inside your guts and it's within your hearts that things are all messed up. But we have the mindset of saying this is just the way it is and there's nothing you can do about it. You've been acclimated to accept tyranny. You've been propagandized and you've been manipulated to understand a collectivist society and how it's going to bring you prosperity. You watch your local sitcoms and you see your movies and you see your entertainers and you think that's the way to be. A superficial appearance of being right. If we would understand that the tree of liberty has to be fertilized with the blood of patriots every so often, that there has to be some responsibility on your shoulders and you need to deal with it, because if not, you're just passing this tyranny on to your kids and the responsibility of understanding and controlling your said government. America, warning. Start understanding our country, start paying attention to what's happening in your country and around the world, and prepare for what's right around the corner. You could want to live in a progressive utopia, but it isn't gonna work out for you in the end. You could try to live under a control grid with all of them taking away all your privacy, but in the end, there is no security and no safety. But in tyranny. But you know what? We're gonna have to pay the consequences to those way of thinking. We're in a bunch of trouble. And just like cancer, if you ignore it, it disposes of the body. It eats it up from the inside. And that's the collectivists and the communists and the socialists that integrated themselves within our country and within our government. So if you're not going to do everything in power to restore your life, liberty, and this country, America, you're going to do everything in power to destroy all three. Charlie in the Box out.